Good morning. Good morning, all of you. So today we are going to discuss with the topic of vowels. In the vowels, we are going to see few words about these. The speech of diphthongs. That lies in the state of pronunciation. So what is a diphthong? Now we are going to define what is a diphthong. Then what is a diphthong now? A diphthong is a sound. A diphthong is a sound that combines with two vowel sounds. A diphthong is a sound that combines with two vowel sounds in a single syllable. So you are also going to be seen with the word of new syllable. So that is the stress mark, or that syllable is the apostrophe, or where you are going to pronounce the letters in the words with some stressing, can be again given with the sound of syllable. Ottulu, dirgottulu, you are going to speak of these words of letters in your alphabets there. A diphthong is a sound that combines two vowel sounds into a single syllable. There are 8 diphthongs in English. Almost over, you can see that there are 8 diphthongs in English. These are listed in the table below along with the examples of words they appear. So you can see that there are, or these are the listed in the table. You can see some these 8 sounds I can make you with the hearing of the examples there. So with the first sound of the diphthong example with the combination of the vowel sound is E, A. E A E A R ear. H E A R here. So this is also one of the homonym you can call. Then cheer, Cheer, cheer. Deer, deer. Beer. So where you are going to see with the letters of EA, EA, double E in the following examples. Ear, EAR, ear. HEAR here. Cheer, CHEER, cheer. DEER, deer. BEER, beer. Then with sound of A, I, that is air, AI, air. CHAIR, 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 chair. Then parent, PARENT, parent. BARE, bear. THEIR, there. So you can see now AI, EI. AI is there, EI is there. AI with a few examples, EI with few examples. Air, AIR, air. CHAIR, child. PRAENT, PARENT, parent. And BARE, bear. THEIR, there. And this is also one of the example for AI and EI. Then now you are going to come with the sound of OU. AE, EA, AI, EI and OU. So these are the letters of the vowel sounds that are going to be exhibit in the words. TOUR, tour. POOR, poor. SENSUAL, sensual. CURE, cure. JURY, jury. So TOUR, tour. POOR, poor. SENSUAL, sensual. CURE, cure. JURY, jury. So now you are going to see with the sound of OU or POOR. So that can be taken as is sensual, senual, senusual, that is ua, cure, cure, jury, jury. And these are the words where you can have the examples of these OU there. TOUR tour, POOR pure, SENSUAL sensual, and CURE cure, and JURY jury. Now you are going to see with the words of ACE, PRAY pray, OBEY obey, WEIGH weigh, BREAK break. Then now you are going to see with the word of A. ACE, ACE, PRAY, PRAY, OBEY, obey, WEIGH, weigh, and BREAK, break. And these are the words with the sounds of the letters A. ACE, ace, PRAY, pray, OBEY, obey, WEIGH, weigh, BREAK, break. Then now you are going to see with the word of I. I is the letter, and Y, E is one more letter word, PIE, pie, and SIGHT, sight, SHY, side, shy is there. So this is the word you can see, I, E, Y, E, EYE, PIE, pie, SIGHT, sight, SHY, shy. Then you are going to see with the words I, E, I, E, I is there, I with the letters of I only, EYEI, pie, 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 sight, 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 and shy, SHY, shy. Then now you come to the words of OI, OIL, oil, OYSTER, oyster, COIN, coin, WVOICE, voice, BOY, boy. ఏం చూస్తున్నావు కడి మళ్ళీ ఫోన్ ఎందుకు ఇటుగా తీసుకున్నావు తమాషా పడడానికి మళ్ళీ OIL, oil, OYSTER, oyster, COIN, coin, VOICE, voice, and BOY, boy. Now you are going to see with OIL, OY, OI, VOICE, and BOY, boy. So these are the words. Now you can have these with OY combination, OY, OI, COI, and OI with BOI. Then come to the other word, GO, go, WO, BWO, BOWL, ball, SHOW, show, NO, no, COMB, comb, GO, Joe, GO, go, and BOWL, bowl, SHOW, show, NO, no, COMB, comb. And now you can see with the word of OW, owl, 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 COUNT, count, SOUND, sound, NOW, now, LOUD, loud. And these are the words. Now you can see that the words which come from OWL, owl, COUNT, count, SOUND, sound, NOW, now, and LOUD, loud. And you are going to see with these sounds of the examples which are being added to these diphthongs. The diphthong sounds are the combinations of the two vowel sounds in a single syllable. Now you can try with the some of the following teachers with the teacher by making of each word aloud in the class by once or twice. Repeat after herself or read in as in usual there. So pound, write, baby, fear, toy, song. So write the phonetic symbols of these things which are being given with the phonetic sound that can be seen. Visualization in the page number 45 by the sound of this diphthong that can be taken into the represented underlined letters in the words given below. Then come to the word of grammar. Auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs are called as helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are so called helping verbs. There are two kinds. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. There are two types: primary auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs are be form, have form, and a do form. Modal auxiliary verbs are will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought. So modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs can be called as auxiliary verbs with, these are also called with the helping verbs. Helping means which makes a sentence to be very in a correct form. Primary auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs can be used as independent verbs or as helping verbs. For these primary auxiliary verbs, we are going to see with the examples now. So what are these examples? We have a test tomorrow. We have a test tomorrow. Have is used as an independent verb. Now you can see in this sentence, have, we have a test tomorrow. Have is used as an independent verb. We have studied for the test. We have studied. We have studied. So we have studied is used as helping verb and study is the main verb. So here have is used as the main independent verb in the above sentence. We have a test tomorrow means that have is an independent verb. We have studied for the test. Have is used as helping verb and study is the main verb. So there will be a slight difference that occurs in two sentences when we see with the two sentences, that is tomorrow and studied for the test. So that is there, we have a test tomorrow and we have studied for the test. Modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are always used as helping verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are always used as helping verbs. They indicate the tense, mood or voice. Modal auxiliary verbs are always used as helping verbs. They indicate the tense, mood or voice. You should come on time. You should come on time. So, should gives advice as modal verb. Should gives advice as modal verb. Come is the main verb. Come is the main verb. Now we are going to fill according to the time and tense of these be form. Present tense, past tense, in future tense. Be form, have form and do form. With the be form you can see am is there, is there, are is there. And past was, in the past form you can use as was and were. In the future it will be you can put is, am, are, and in the past tense was and were, and in the future will be. Then with the have form, present in the sense you can say have, has. In the past tense when these has and have becomes had, and in the future it becomes to will have or would have. Then with the word of do, in the present form you can see that do, in the past did, and in the future will do. Do is there, did is there, will do, or you can take up these auxiliary verbs when you are going to complete with the tense form of present, past and future. Unlike the main verbs, auxiliary verbs have a negative form. Unlike the main verbs, auxiliary verbs have a negative form, and these are used in a contracted form in formal usage. So now you can see, unlike main verbs, auxiliary verbs have negative form, and these are used in contracted form in informal usage. Now you are going to see with is and is not, so that it can become isn't. Is, and when it comes in the auxiliary word you can see the negative form of is not, and that totally becomes isn't. Can is there, cannot is there, and that can be taken as can't. Now you can have of all these things. Is, isn't. Are not, aren't. Was not, wasn't. Were not, weren't. Has not, hasn't. Have not, haven't. Had not, hadn't. Does not, don't, doesn't he, doesn't. Did not, didn't. Will not, won't. Shall not, shouldn't. Would not, wouldn't. Should not, shouldn't. Can, couldn't. Could not, couldn't. May, might not. Might not. Must not, mustn't. Ought not, oughtn't. So these are the forms of this contracted negative forms of these helping verbs. Then now we are going to fill with some exercises with the correct auxiliary verbs in the given choices. Where dash your friends going yesterday? So what is the correct form of the word that you are going to input there? As, was, or did. Where dash your friends, here you can see your friends going yesterday, means the action which was being completed yesterday. Where were your friends going yesterday? Where is the form? Going, where were your friends? Where were your friends going yesterday? Second one, that car has always been my favorite. So that car has always been my favorite. Third one, whom dash you meet this afternoon. Whom dash you meet this afternoon. Whom did you meet this afternoon? Then my team dash yet lost a match. My team hasn't yet lost a match. My team hasn't yet lost a match. Fifth one, he dash going to be angry when he finds out. He is going to be angry. He is going to be angry when he finds out. He is, that is the singular form, is. He is going to be angry when he finds out. My aunt doesn't like driving. My aunt doesn't like driving. She prefers to be chauffeured instead.
21 minutes.
She preferred or she prefers to be chauffeured instead. So that can be taken as my aunt doesn't like driving. She prefers to be chauffeured instead. Here you are going to put doesn't or doesn't like driving. She prefers to be chauffeured instead. Gayatri dash enjoyed the movie. Gayatri did not enjoy the movie. It was not interesting. So Gayatri did not enjoy the movie. It wasn't interesting. So did, has not, did not, and might. You are going to use these. Did not. Gayatri did not enjoy the movie. It was interesting. I love the seaside, but I cannot know how to swim. I love the seaside, but I cannot know how to swim. So he is saying, I love seashore or I love the seaside, but I cannot know how to swim. Cannot or I can't know how to swim. Then ninth one, where did you see my phone? Where did you see my phone? Then Rishad hasn't reached yet. He is late as usual. Rishad hasn't reached yet. He is late as usual. Then you can see that these are the auxiliary verbs which are being filled with the correct forms of the verbs. Just I shall read of these again. Where were your friends going yesterday? Where is the auxiliary verb? The car has always been my favorite. Has, that car has been always my favorite. Has. And the third one, whom did you meet this afternoon? Whom did is the answer. My team hasn't yet lost the match. So my team hasn't yet lost a match. He is going to be angry. He is going to be angry when he finds out. Then my aunt doesn't like driving. She prefers to be chauffeured instead. My aunt doesn't like driving. So my aunt doesn't like driving. She prefers to be chauffeured. Gayatri did not enjoy the movie. It wasn't interesting. Gayatri did not enjoy the movie. It wasn't interesting. I love the seaside, but I cannot know how to swim. I love the seaside, but I cannot know how to swim. Where did you see my phone? Where did you see my phone? Rishad hasn't reached yet. He is late as usual. So Rishad hasn't reached yet. He is late as usual. Then these are the model auxiliary verbs which are going to be used. The given choices of the blanks. Now you can come to the vocabulary of homonyms, homographs and homophones. Now you can see here firstly homonyms. Homonyms are the words. Homonyms are the words that have same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meaning. So, but different meaning. Homonyms means same spelling, same pronunciation, different meaning. I can give one example of these homonyms. I wanted to lie. I wanted to lie. I wanted to lie down. L-I-E. The spelling is L-I-E. I wanted to lie down. L-I-E down. So, I wanted to lie. In the above sentence, lie is equal to something that is not true. So, means you will say that you are telling lies. That in a sense, that is L-I-E, lie. And lie down is, if at all you are not feeling in a good way, you can feel sometimes to be fall asleep there. The slanting of the position of yourself to keep aside, that can be taken as your lie. Then assume the position, so that can be taken as your reclining position. So these words are homonyms. Then now you are going to come to these homographs. Words that have same spelling, but different pronunciation and meaning. But have different pronunciation and meaning. You will be seeing homographs, different pronunciation and different meaning. Homographs means the words that have same spelling but different pronunciation and meaning. So for these homographs, the words that have the same spelling but different pronunciation and meaning. Pronunciation and meanings will be different, but the pronunciation, the spelling will be same. The spelling, they will be seeing of these homographs. For example, the wind is strong night. The wind is strong tonight. So the meaning of the word wind is moving in the air. Then I forgot to wind my watch. I forgot to wind my watch. The spellings in the two words are being observed as the same. W-I-N-D, wind. You can see that wind you can call that takes in the moving air, and W-I-N-D, wind means the pronunciation is different and meaning. Wind means you are going to put your watch to your twist of a hand. I forgot to wind my watch. These words with the examples are taken under the consideration of homographs. Now you are going to see with the homophones. Homophones, you have same pronunciation. Same pronunciation is same, but different spelling and different meaning. Pronunciation will be same. Pronunciation will be same and different spellings and different meanings are there. We'll complete this. These can be taken as your homophones. Homophones, now you are going to see with the examples. Homophones are the words that have same pronunciation but different spellings and different meanings. Now we are going to see with the example. Do not waste paper. She tied a shawl around her waist. She tied a shawl around her waist. So now in the above sentence, first sentence you can see, do not waste paper means to spend thoughtlessly or don't waste it. Then come to the second sentence, she tied a shawl around her waist. Waist, W-A-S-T-E, waist and W-A-I-S-T. Here you are going to observe the same pronunciation, waist, waist. Then the meaning and the spelling is also different. These can be called as your homophones. Homonyms, homographs and homophones. For the homonyms, the examples are L-I-E, lie and L-I-E, lie. And for the homographs, W-I-N-D, wind and W-I-N-D, wind. Same spelling but different pronunciation and meaning. Here same spelling, same pronunciation but different meaning. Then with the homophones, waist, W-A-S-T-E, waist, and she tied a shawl around her, W-A-I-S-T, waist. A part of a body between ribs and hips can be called as your shawl, and that waist means she tied with a cloth. So do not waste paper, W-A-S-T-E and W-A-I-S-T. These are the words with the same pronunciation but different spellings and different meanings. These can be taken as your homophones. So these are the three vocabularies under the consideration of homonyms, homographs and homophones. You can better try with the examples which belongs to three different categories of the vocabulary exercises. Thank you.